Hey there, Chiefs fan, it's great to have you here. Let's dive into what's happening with our Kansas City Chiefs as they gear up for another exciting offseason. Fresh off a successful season, the team is already making moves to stay on top. And you know what? General Manager Brett Veach isn't wasting any time. He's got his sights set on keeping us as one of the NFL's elite. Now, before we jump into all the juicy details about signings, trades, and free agency, I need a quick favor from you. Hit that like button if you love keeping up with everything Chiefs related. It's a small action, but it helps us reach more fans like you, and hey, it's completely free. Thanks for the support, you're awesome. So, what's the big news? The Chiefs have already signed to promising players to reserve future contracts, but that's not all. The rumors swirling about trades and free agent targets are enough to get any Chiefs fan pumped. From roster depth to potential game-changing additions, there's a lot to unpack. Stick with me, because we're about to break it all down. And by the way, if you've got thoughts on what moves the Chiefs should prioritize, start thinking about them now. I'll be asking for your take later. Alright, let's get into it. You've probably heard about those future contracts the Chiefs just signed, right? If not, no worries, I'll explain everything. These contracts allow teams to secure players for their off-season roster before the new league year officially starts in March. It's a clever way to add depth and competition without committing to big, risky moves. Now, let's talk about the two players the Chiefs brought in, linebacker Shaun Bradley and defensive back Jason Taylor II. First up, Shaun Bradley. He's got plenty of experience on special teams, having played 45 NFL games during his time with the Eagles. While his defensive snaps have been limited, Bradley's speed and athleticism make him a valuable addition. Back in college at Temple, he racked up 168 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 sacks. Not bad, huh? And he's clocked a 4.51 second 40-yard dash, which shows he's got some serious wheels. Then there's Jason Taylor II. This guy's got potential written all over him. He led the Big 12 in interceptions during his final season at Oklahoma State and has shown flashes of being a ball hawk. Sure, his rookie season with the Rams was limited, but don't sleep on his ability to develop into a solid contributor for our secondary. Now it's your turn. Which of these signings do you think will have the biggest impact on the Chiefs? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's see what the kingdom thinks. Speaking of roster building, rumors are swirling about a potential trade for a wide receiver. Let's dig into that next. Alright, Chiefs fan, let's switch gears and talk about something that's got everyone buzzing: trade rumors. Specifically, there's chatter about the Chiefs possibly going after wide receiver Treylon Burks from the Tennessee Titans. What do you think about that? Let's break it down together. Now, Burks is an intriguing option. He was a first-round pick for the Titans, but let's be honest, he hasn't exactly lived up to expectations. Over 3 seasons, he's managed just 53 receptions, 699 yards, and 1 touchdown. Not exactly numbers that scream star, right? But here's the thing, injuries and inconsistency have played a big role in his struggles. Sometimes a fresh start with the right team is all a player needs. For the Chiefs, Burks could be a low-risk, high-reward move. His cap hit for 2025 is only for $0.5 million, not bad for a player who still has untapped potential. If Brett Veach could swing this trade for, say, a late-day 3 draft pick, it might be worth the gamble. Imagine adding Burks to the mix and seeing him compete with other young wideouts like Sky Moore. The extra competition could elevate everyone's game. But I want to hear your opinion. If you were in Brett Veach's shoes, would you pull the trigger on a deal for Treylon Burks? Or is there another wide receiver you'd rather see in Chiefs red? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, we've covered the rumors. Now, let's talk about an area that's been a bit of a headache for the Chiefs: finding a long-term solution at left tackle. Stick around because this is a big one. Alright, let's tackle one of the biggest issues the Chiefs have been facing: finding a reliable left tackle. You know as well as I do that protecting Patrick Mahomes is priority number one. He's the cornerstone of this team, and keeping him upright is the key to staying competitive. But ever since Orlando Brown Jr. left, the Chiefs have struggled to find a long-term answer for the position. Enter Cam Robinson. If you haven't heard of him, let me fill you in. Robinson is a 29-year-old veteran who's built quite the reputation as a dependable and durable left tackle. He started 101 regular season games in his career, and when the Vikings needed him to step up last season, he delivered. He faced some of the league's toughest pass rushers and held his ground, proving he's got what it takes to protect the blind side of any quarterback, especially someone as dynamic as Mahomes. What makes Robinson such a great fit for the Chiefs? It's his versatility. Not only is he solid in pass protection, but he's also effective in run blocking. That's a perfect combination for Andy Reid's creative offensive schemes. And at this stage in his career, Robinson brings leadership and experience that could help younger linemen develop. Of course, signing Robinson won't be easy. The Chiefs will have to compete with other teams for his services, and there's always the issue of the salary cap. But if anyone can make it work, it's Brett Veach. The Chiefs have been masters of navigating financial challenges to land big names. So, what do you think? Is Cam Robinson the right guy to stabilize the offensive line and give Mahomes the protection he needs? Or is there another tackle out there you'd prefer to see in Chiefs red? Cast your vote in the comments below. And speaking of financial challenges, let's talk about how the Chiefs could create the cap space needed to pull off a move like this. Stick with me. Alright, Chiefs fan, let's shift gears and talk about something crucial: financial strategy. We all know the salary cap can be a tricky puzzle to solve, especially when you're trying to sign a big-name player like Cam Robinson. But if there's one thing the Chiefs front office has proven time and again, it's their ability to manage cap space like pros. First things first, the Chiefs will need to create enough room to make a competitive offer to Robinson. That means we could see some contract restructures, cuts, or maybe even a few savvy trades. Brett Veach has shown in the past that he knows how to free up cap space when it counts. It's all about balancing short-term needs with long-term flexibility. But beyond just creating space, the team's strategy will have to be spot on. Do they reallocate funds from other positions? Are there players who could be let go to free up even more room? It's decisions like these that will determine whether they can outbid other teams interested in Robinson's services. What do you think? Should the Chiefs prioritize creating cap space now, or hold off and wait until the draft or next season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Once we've got the cap situation figured out, it's time to focus on addressing another key area: solidifying the offensive line. Ready to dive deeper into that? Stay tuned. Next, we'll wrap it all up and look at how Cam Robinson could be the piece that completes the puzzle. Here we are, Chiefs fan, the moment to wrap it all up and talk about how these off-season moves could set the tone for the upcoming season. The Chiefs are making calculated decisions, from securing promising talent through reserve, future contracts to exploring trade opportunities, but it all comes down to one major piece: Cam Robinson name. How he could be the missing link on the offensive line. Cam Robinson isn't just any left tackle. He's a proven performer with the durability, leadership, and skill to stabilize the front line. The Chiefs have struggled to find someone who can protect Mahomes consistently, and Robinson could finally be that answer. He's got experience going up against top-tier pass rushers, and his strength in run blocking complements the Chiefs' balanced offensive attack. But here's the challenge: other teams, like the Cleveland Browns, might be eyeing him too. The Chiefs' front office will need to get creative to make this move happen. Will they free up cap space by restructuring contracts? Will they focus on long-term investments rather than short-term signings? Every decision matters when it comes to securing a player of Robinson's caliber. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what's your take? Do you think Cam Robinson is the right fit to protect Mams and solidify the offensive line, or do you have other players in mind who should be prioritized? Drop your thoughts below and let's keep the conversation going. And, of course, stay tuned for more updates as we head deeper into the off-season. The Chiefs are making moves, and you won't want to miss a single thing. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want more exclusive content about your favorite team. See you soon.